Anyway, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this episode of Cupcake Game. Sorry about yesterday. Things got clusterfucked.
Yeah, and then someone ate a critical art.
Yeah, from half screen.
Bullshit.
So we are back. We are getting into Danganronpa. We are starting off the investigation. So here we are in the suppository with 2 dead bodies.
We don't know that. They could just have pink goo on their heads. Nothing is broken. Everything is fine.
Alright, so the first object of importance that I see in this room are the hammers that are missing. So I'm gonna click on those. There are hammers of all different sizes hanging on the wall, although some are more like mallets. Mallets? Could the Justice Hammers have been designed using these as a model? Either way, all the hammers here have obviously seen a lot of use. They're all covered in debris and chalky stone powder. Wait! For some reason, this one hammer isn't dirty at all. And it's wet. Did someone wash it recently? Spotless hammer has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook.
Truth bullets have been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook.
I did do that once, right?
Something like that.
Because fuck reading. Reading's for squares. Anyway. We'll talk to Hina since she's here.
So,
When I'm looking at the other side of the room. Hey, Makoto? I've been thinking about something. It's about the suppository.
Huh? What is it?
Look at the expression on her face, man. You already know what it is. After Hifumi and Taka's bodies disappeared, we split up to look around, right? I was really scared, so me and Sakura stuck together.
but
And we came right to the suppository to, look around. But when we got here, the suppository was locked. We couldn't get inside.
It was locked?
We came here as soon as the search started, so there's no way someone could beat us here. So if that's true, then who locked it? And why is it unlocked now?
I wonder the same thing. The door was locked when the search for the bodies began, but now it's wide open. There might be some secret lurking in there. But I'll probably have to leave this area to figure it out.
The door was locked and now it's wide open, and that's why it was a suppository.
Alright, Sakura, what do you got for me?
There are many aspects to the incident this time. Too many, to be honest. Considering that, it may be good to look back on everything that's happened.
So then...
Would you like my help?
Sure. Yeah, let's look back on things.
This morning, only 4 of us met up at the dining hall. Hina, Kyoko, you, and myself. We waited for the others, but nobody showed up, so we decided to go look for them. It was around 8 o'clock when we began our search.
And soon after we split up, Kyoko disappeared.
After that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room on the 3rd floor, then quickly came and got you and me.
According to Celeste, she was attacked by a suspicious individual and lay unconscious for about an hour. In other words, she was attacked an hour before we found her. Meaning just after 7 o'clock.
Based on the picture Celeste took, we discovered her attacker was dressed in a strange costume. It was Robo-Justice. It also became clear that this Robo-Justice had dragged Hifumi away. After meeting up with Toko and Byakuya, we began searching for the costumed assailant. We found an injured Hifumi in the library on the 2nd floor. We took him down to the nurse's office on the 1st floor, then resumed our search. But not long after leaving the nurse's office, Are we gonna voice over the flashback or not? Because we did it last week.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
I'll just kind of slowly go through it. I'll let you know when I'm done. Just so if people want that refresher type of thing. And if they're not marathoning this type of thing, you know.
Yeah.
Based on Celeste's claims, we went back up to the second floor, where we split up and began searching.
I thought that was my line for some reason.
Then, right after that...
Celeste screamed. This time she had apparently seen the suspect on the third floor. Hearing her screams, we quickly made our way to the third floor.
Alright.
And then...
More flashbacks, yo! That's cool. We can jam out to the music while we wait. Because it's so goddamn good! At that point, we decided to split up into two groups. Celeste, Hina, and I went back to the nurse's office. Meanwhile, Yu, Byakuya, and Toko pursued the suspect up on the third floor. And when we got back to the nurse's office, we found Hifumi's corpse. Which is also when we heard the body discovery announcement play. I left Celeste and Hina alone and headed back up to the third floor to tell the others what had happened.
However...
But at that same time, we had discovered Taka's body in the equipment room. Which means Hifumi and Taka's bodies were discovered right around the same time. Because I remember hearing the body discovery announcement play right after finding Taka.
And that's when I showed up and told you and Byakuya that Hifumi had been killed, right? Then you, me, and Byakuya headed back to the nurse's office, leaving behind Toko, who had fainted. But as soon as we left the physics lab, we ran into Celeste, who had just arrived to tell us something very unusual. We hurried back to the nurse's office to discover that his corpse was, in fact, gone.
Then we remembered we had abandoned the unconscious Toko and rushed back to the equipment room.
This time, Taka's body had disappeared. So from there, we began our search for both of the missing bodies. And after some time...
Celeste told us that she'd found the bodies, and we all headed to the suppository.
And there we rediscovered the two bodies that had apparently vanished. And that brings us up to now.
However...
Looking back, things have certainly been very active. If you want to look back at the case again, just let me know. I'm fine anytime.
Cool. Alright, well, let's look at Hifumi's body. Hifumi's big, cold body is laying on the floor. His really big body. I mean, how on earth was the killer able to move something so big? Someone. From the nurse's office to where he was discovered to here, the suppository. All the way from the first floor to the third floor, and all without anyone noticing it. How the hell? It's no good. I just don't get it. I can think about it later. For now, I have to finish investigating Hifumi himself. If I remember correctly, Hifumi's fatal injury was also a blow to the head. Probably from Justice Hammer 3, which was laying on the floor in the nurse's office. Huh? Wait. Something's off about his body. Why am I getting this feeling? Something's different. Something about Hifumi's body in the nurse's office versus his body right now. That's it! His glasses! When his body was in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered with blood. But now, they're completely clean. Does that mean someone wiped his glasses off? But who would do that? And why? Hifumi's glasses has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Yes?
I'm sorry, when Makoto went off on that tangent about his really big body, how could anyone move that from the first floor to the third? All I could think of was the tank docky that Dev Group posted.
Oh.
Okay, what next?
Well, let's look at the other body. Taka's body. Taka. He'll never move again. According to the Monokuma file, he died from a blow to the head. We found Justice Hammer 4 near his body in the equipment room. Is this what was used to kill him? And there's a tarp laid out under his body. Did the killer use this to move Taka's body? That way there wouldn't be any blood left behind while the body was moved. Oh, excuse me. A blue tarp has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Alright, if I remember correctly, I did see Byakuya off to the right.
Yep.
Byakuya, do you think Hiro really did it?
I don't see how anyone could think otherwise. When the attacks and murders and disappearances all happened, every one of us had an alibi. And the last thing Hifumi said when he died...
Yeah, he said Hiro's name.
So in other words...
Then there is no room to suspect anyone else.
Okay, but if he did do it, why would he hide his identity with that weird costume?
Maybe he thought that no matter what happened, he'd be safe as long as his face was covered. Because he's the fool of the century, you see.
I mean, he is kinda dumb. But do you really think that's enough to explain it? I feel like there's a clue hiding in there somewhere.
What?
And is that it? That's all that bothers you about the case?
Well, no, there are a few other things. Like, why did the killer try to hide the bodies?
They probably figured that if we couldn't find the bodies, we couldn't complete our investigation.
But if that's the case, we found the bodies pretty easily, didn't we?
Again, it comes back to the fact that the culprit was a moron.
Is that really all there is to it? The other thing that bothers me is... why'd they bother killing 2 people?
What?
What?
Because all the rule says, if you can kill someone and get away with it, you graduate, right? So if you're the killer, the #1 priority is not getting caught. But killing 2 people means more clues, more chances you'll get found out.
I see.
Hold on. Perhaps. I see, so that's what that means.
Is everything okay?
That's enough.
Don't talk to me as if we're friends.
Huh? What's with the attitude?
But you have my appreciation.
Goodbye.
Thanks to you, I might have some fun with this after all.
His mysterious words hung in the air as he left the suppository. He talked as if he'd figured something out. But if he did, would it have killed him to tell me what it was? Alrighty. And I think that is it for Ooh. I'm gonna check the wheelie card again.
Okay.
It's a dolly. It doesn't have a handle. I saw this in the art room before. I guess it's used to move statues around. It's kinda awkward, but if you bend down, it's not too hard to use. Huh? But wait!
But wait! There's more!
Yeah!
Billy Mays here for OxyClean.
Billy Mays here for body hiding equipment! Wasn't this in the equipment room when we found Taka's body? And look at the wheel. There's a blood stain on it. So there's blood on the wheel of the dolly that was moved from the equipment room to the suppository. What's the explanation for that? Suppository dolly has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook.
Hashtag bloody suppository.
Yes, folks, we are 5. Alright, now I am confident that we have done everything here. So let's GTFO. Oh, thought the door that Hina said was locked before. There's definitely a lock on the door, but it can only be locked from the inside the suppository. I don't see any way to lock it from the art room. The door can only be locked from inside the suppository, which makes me wonder. Hina and Sakura confirmed the door was locked after we started looking for the missing bodies. And the door is designed so that it can only be locked from inside the suppository. In other words, when Hina checked it, someone had already gone into the suppository and locked the door. When they were done, they unlocked it and left, which is why it's unlocked now. But Hina claims there's no way someone could have beaten them to the suppository. So that certain someone... Suppository door has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. There's gotta be a clue around here somewhere. Maybe I should check somewhere else. There are some places I already know about. First, the nurse's office, where Hifumi was found. Then the equipment room, where Taka was found. Alright. So... well, if we're already on the 3rd floor...
I see you were thinking the same thing I was going to tell you.
We will just go to the physics lab.
Why go down to the 1st floor and then back up to the 3rd? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it does. Makes plenty of sense. Alright, well, missing waifu number 1 is not behind the machinery. Alright, so to the equipment room. Alright, let's look at the bloodstain. There's some kind of tire mark going through the pool of blood in the middle of the room. That reminds me about the dolly in the suppository. There was blood on its tire. Could that blood have come from... here? Which would mean that Taka's body was moved from the equipment room to the suppository using the dolly. Both rooms are on the 3rd floor, so that should definitely have been possible. Equipment room bloodstain has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. But even if the dolly was used to move Taka's body, what about Hifumi? Hifumi's body was in the nurse's office on the 1st floor. Even with the dolly, there's no way to get it up to the 3rd floor. That's still a total mystery. Alright, we'll go to the hammer time. Justice Hammer 4. the weapon that was used to kill Taka. The body was moved, but the murder weapon was just left here. Alright. Alright, Jill.
I was sleeping right here when the killer carried the body away. I'm super pissed I missed such an ultimately rare event.
So, not a whole lot. The tarps.
It's a tarp.
Huh? This tarp? I feel like I've seen it somewhere before. And just recently, too. Alright, well, I guess I'll take the money instead of a truth bullet. That's cool. And that seems to be all of interest here. So I guess it's nurse time.
No, not necessarily.
Okay. Do you have a suggestion?
I can think of one more place on this floor you might want to visit.
Okay. Whoops. So, the equipment room, art room, suppository. Ah, the rec room. I'm assuming that's what you're referring to?
Yep.
Alright. Let's head to the rec room. I'd actually completely forgotten this was on the 3rd floor, even though they just mentioned it like 9 million times.
I mean, granted, there's only one piece of evidence here, but still.
Alright.
Always worth checking out.
Yes.
I can't remember if it's actually a truth bullet or not, that's why I mentioned it.
And by that, I'm assuming you mean the hammer?
Yep.
Alright, let's get the hammer. Celeste. Was she really attacked with this Justice Hammer 1? But what the heck is with this thing? Nope. It'd be a whole lot of nada. Alright. Time to the nurse's office. Alright, let's start by looking at the blood. That is not something I can look at. So we'll go to the hammer. Not like it's probably going to tell us anything. Justice Hammer 3, the one that was used to kill Hifumi. Someone moved the body, but left the weapon behind. Alright, so Celeste, what do you have for us? What are you investigating, Celeste?
I'm not investigating anything, precisely speaking. I'm simply going around, seeing if Hiro might be hiding somewhere. What about you?
Oh, you know, I'm just checking this and that. The main thing on my mind is how someone could have moved Hifumi's body.
Let's see.
How Hifumi was moved, eh?
When it disappeared, you were supposed to be in the nurse's office, right?
Yes, indeed.
Correct. Hina was not feeling well, so I stayed behind to look after her. But she seemed to be getting worse, so I took her to the bathroom.
And when you got back, the body was gone.
We could not have been gone for more than a minute or two, though.
Yeah, Hina said the same thing. So then, the killer was able to get in and move Hifumi's body in that short amount of time?
Indeed.
It would seem so.
To carry off someone as big as Hifumi in only a couple of minutes is... I can't think of it as anything less than impossible. Celeste's account has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Though part of me does want to go with the, Oh, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Never mind, I'm shutting up now. Oh, okay. What the fuck else is there to look here?
The tab key.
Yeah, the trash can. It's just a normal trash can. Huh? Wait, There's something inside. It's too small to be a handkerchief. It's a glasses cleaning cloth. And it's got some kind of cartoon character on it. Ugh. But it's also covered in blood.
Oh,
Ah, did you find something?
Yeah, there was a cleaning cloth in the trash can.
huh?
A cleaning cloth?
And it's all bloody. Whoever this belonged to must have used it to wipe up some blood. But who would need to do something like that?
I haven't the slightest idea.
Hofumi, because he cleaned his glasses and hiked his ass up to the 3rd floor. Yeah, me either, but I think it might be important. Glasses cleaning cloth has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. That's kind of like the one thing I'm kind of thinking is that Hofumi wasn't actually dead, but moved his ass up to the suppository when Celeste and Hina left. Why, I don't know.
There's one more thing in here. I don't think it's a truth bullet, but it might be worth checking out.
The mini fridge?
Mm-hmm.
A refrigerator. I wonder if there's anything to drink inside. After everything I've been through, I'm totally parched. Maybe just a quick peek. There's a bunch of blood packets in here. For blood transfusions, I guess. And it doesn't help me, though. I'm not a vampire. Well, I got paid. Wasn't a truth bullet. But that is actually really interesting information. Alright. I've left the area.
Okay. So, this is where you were. I've been looking for you.
You have?
I wanted to thank you for what you did. Not that you meant to, but you ended up making this little game of ours very interesting indeed. You should go to Hero's room. Oh, and let me give you this.
Meet in the dining hall. This is the note Hero wrote to get us all to meet up, right?
You remember well.
Well, the penmanship was pretty remarkable, so it left an impression.
It's all clear now.
Anyway, this makes it clear, right? This is a trap.
What is?
Things grow ever more exciting.
What are you talking about?
I've already repaid my debt. I don't owe you any more explanation.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Yasuhira's message has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. So he said to go to Hero's room, but what's waiting for me there? Well, better get your ass there and check it out. Hiro, Taka, Mondo, Mi, Sayaka, Byakuya, Junko, Tako, Shihiro, Hina, Sakura, Leon, Yasuhiro. The door is unlocked? I guess I can go inside. Byakuya did say to go look. It might not be a great idea, but I'm gonna take the plunge. This is Hero's room. There's all kinds of weird stuff in here. I don't know about you, but is the camera on your screen freaking out?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Where did he even get it all from? More importantly, he still hasn't turned up. Which means he can't really complain if I don't get his permission to search his room, right? I am gonna click on the freaking out camera. Because it is freaking out.
Yeah, the red lights on it are blinking, and then it's jerking around and disappearing.
Yeah, a surveillance camera. There's no point in worrying about it right now. I just need to forget about it. No, but it's freaking the fuck out. I can't help but, like, fucking stare at it.
Solid Snake would be very concerned with that camera.
Alright, let's look at the boxes at the front of his bed. I think there's something in the cardboard box. It's blueprints for something, and something's made out of it. It looks like cardboard, plastic, and plaster. Is this Robo-Justice? And it's in Hero's room? But wait. These blueprints. Something about them bothers me. Robo-Justice Blueprints has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. The handwriting is sloppy as shit.
Still looks better than mine.
Yeah. Okay. Let's check the bathroom. I soundlessly checked the bathroom. There's nothing in here. It's pretty grungy, though. How does a bathroom even get this dirty? I'm gonna check the bed. It's a normal bed, pretty much like the one in my room. Awesome. I think that's it. Leave the area? Yes.
Makoto! Big news! Big news!
What's wrong?
We found Kyoko.
What? Is she okay? Where is she?
Wait, I wasn't done. There's more big news.
Just a second.
Robo-Justice showed up too.
Robo-Justice?
It's Hiro wearing the costume.
Okay.
Anyway, as soon as you can, head to the pool on the second floor.
To think Hiro and Kyoko would turn up at the same time. Anyway, I have to head to the pool. I ran off to the second floor as fast as I could. Alright, clicking on the group. Kyoko, and...
I mean...
Phew! Man, I have had the worst day.
Hiro? Alright, let's click on Robo-Justice. Hiro?
Huh? Oh, hey, Frodo.
Yeah, duh. Who else would I be?
That's a good question.
Huh?
Huh? What? Why do I look like this? What? Did someone come along and remodel me while I was sleeping? Was it the Illuminati?
The amount of facepalm. Alright, let's talk to Kyoko.
Right.
I found Hiro. He was jammed into the pool room locker. It looked like he was fast asleep, so I kicked him and woke him up.
Don't be mean.
I still can't believe you kicked me. You could have been a little more gentle about it, like, I don't know, caress my face or something.
What?
That's creepy.
Anyway, Kyoko, where have you been all this time? You just disappeared all of a sudden, without a trace.
Well,
There was something I had to check up on.
What do you mean?
Never mind.
I can't never mind?
I can't even. Never mind.
nothing.
More importantly,
Hey,
She says that, but does she have any idea? Does she know people think she might be spying for the mastermind?
and?
first of all, Hiro, you need to explain to us why you're dressed like that.
I mean,
Oh, well, I mean, I have no idea. One second I was asleep, don't even know how that happened. Then I woke up here, and then I was here. I don't care. Do something about that costume. It pains me just to look at you. Well, I don't know what's up with this thing, but I can't actually get it off. A little help? Why would you make something that you can't take off by yourself?
got it all
I
wrong.
didn't make the stupid friggin' thing.
It would seem...
There's a clasp on the back that's keeping you from getting it off. It looks pretty sturdy. I don't think you can get it off on your own. We don't really have a choice. Let's help him.
It took everyone's help, but slowly we were able to get Hiro out of the suit. It took a few minutes, but eventually we got all the pieces off.
Whew! Free at last! Isn't it kind of weird how perfectly the suit fits Hiro?
So then...
More to the point, nobody but Hiro would be able to wear that costume. Wait, what? Hold on a sec.
Honestly,
Don't bother trying to act innocent. The blueprints were in your room as well.
is that okay?
In other words, it is obvious to everyone that you made this costume. That's true. I saw the blueprints myself.
Yeah, me too.
Could it be...
Then it's obvious. The one who put this costume on and went around attacking everyone
That's
was Hiro. Shall we tie him up and gag him?
just the worst.
Good idea. We wouldn't want him killing anyone else. To tie me up?
Hold on, guys. I think that's going a little far.
That's right.
He may be a suspect, but he deserves fair treatment. Yeah, I mean... attacking? Blueprints? I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
What the heck?
You can't talk your way out of this. It's been decided. You killed them. What? Killed who? I have no idea what you're talking about. There must be a fake hero running around.
What are you saying?
You're the only one who can wear this costume. So who else could possibly be the costumed attacker?
What the heck?
How do you know I'm the only one? Maybe you should try it on for yourself before you convict me.
Okay.
Fine. If you're gonna be a jerk about it, I will.
Without missing a bit, Hina started putting on the Robo Justice costume.
Huh. See? Look. See how loose it is? I mean, come on. I'm blind as a bat in here. Can't see my feet at all. I'm surprised you got anywhere in this thing.
I'm telling you, it wasn't me.
And not to mention, you totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
That's not a very nice thing to say. I mean, it's not like I made it. I just got caught up in the moment.
Well, either way, now we know for sure, right? I mean, it seems pretty clear that nobody but Hiro could have fit into this dumb costume.
In a huff, Hina took the suit back off again.
I just love this picture of the like what the fuck hand and then the robo hand.
Yeah.
And the one robo leg. And her look of, oh god, I'm losing my balance.
Oh god, poor life choices were made.
Well, now you're all out of excuses. No, see, it's 'cause you're a girl. If it was another guy, then... Makoto, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Against my will, I picked up the pieces off the floor and tried putting them on. It's no good. The arms are too long. There's no way I can wear this.
Just a second.
See, I told you it was impossible. You were absolutely right. It seems this costume was made to fit Hiro's body exactly.
But
Then there's another costume. They must have one that looks the same, but but fits them.
Honestly.
You insist on this line of defense, then show us some evidence.
What the heck?
Evidence? You claim there is another suit, yes? Then you must find it and show it to us. What the heck?
Just the worst.
Who cares? Hero's the only one without an alibi during this whole thing anyway.
That's terrible.
Which is how we know it was him.
What?
I mean, is that really true? I have no idea what's been happening. Could someone, like, tell me?
Robo-Justice costume has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Which I'm still more and more convinced that Hifumi was the original killer. But then somehow died himself. Alright.
You already know the rules.
I know, neither confirm nor deny. I guess talk to Hiro again? So we can fill him in?
If you don't tell me what's going on, how am I supposed to understand? I think you've figured out that someone's been killed, right? Hey, Makoto, who was it?
Well, two people were killed. Taka and Hifumi.
What? Two people?
Just the worst.
Why are you freaking out? You did it. I did not! Huh? Wait, hold on. If those two are the ones that were killed...
How about that?
That's it! I know who did it!
So then...
You may as well tell us then. Taka and Hifumi were fighting over Alter Ego, right?
I'm at least 30%
Which means
right.
Alter Ego and or Chihiro must have done it.
Correct.
I see. That's unfortunate. Huh? Unfortunate?
What the heck?
Stop trying to trick us. Just admit that you did it, okay? I'm telling you, you got it all wrong.
Oh, so good.
I know. That note.
No.
Last night, someone slipped a weird note under my door. And here's what it said. I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m. The last thing I remember is going to the rec room, then for some reason I fell asleep.
Hey.
The real killer probably drugged me or something.
Just the worst.
Not a chance.
So...
No, hold on. He could be onto something. The nurse's office did have chemicals that could do that.
Huh?
What? Really? Told you, someone's trying to set me up. A secret passage, a chance to escape? Someone wrote all that to trick me. Even if that's true, you must be one dumb fish to bite every piece of bait that floats in front of you. Well, after being trapped here so long, even if you know it's a lie, you still gotta check, right? Yeah, they probably they preyed on my desire to get out of here. They deceived me. I still don't buy it.
Don't be mean.
Well, you should buy it.
Just a second.
Okay, then show us that note. With pleasure. I have it right here in my, pocket. Looks like I lost it.
Way.
Yeah, sure.
Please.
You gotta believe me. I wouldn't hurt a fly. As I said before, if you want us to believe you, you must produce evidence. Can you show us the note? I have no particular issue with what you claim, but if you want us to believe you, give us a reason. What the heck? For serious?
Yasuhiro's account has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook.
Now then, shall we resume our investigation? There's no time to waste before the class trial begins. Why do we need to keep investigating? We already know who did it.
What the heck?
Why? Why did you kill them? Tell us, Hiro. No, it's like I said.
Just the worst.
Was it really to get the money Monokuma offered us? Yeah, that must be it. You must be totally broke, and that's why... Wait, that's a false accusation. Someone help me.
What are you saying?
Just be thankful we haven't bound and gagged you. You have time to yell and carry on. You have time to search for your evidence, right? Ah, you're right. I need to look for the second suit in that note. Feet don't fail me now. Guess I'd better get back to guard duty. I was gonna ask Toko, or Genocide Jack, to switch with me. But if she and Sakura got into a fight, we'd have a catastrophe on our hands. Well, bye.
One by one, everyone peeled away.
Makoto.
Makoto, do you have a second?
Huh?
I want you to help me with the investigation.
It would seem...
It looks like I got a late start on this one, so I need to make up some ground.
Sure, I don't mind helping, but can you promise me something? Later, when we have time, will you tell me why you disappeared?
Why is that?
No.
To reject me so simply.
Anyway...
Anyway, I need your help. You don't mind, do you?
Oh, okay.
Shall we go?
Thanks. Now then, shall we?
Hey.
Shall we will.
So, Makoto, first I'd like to examine the corpses.
Examine the corpses? I can't believe I'm hearing that from a girl the same age as me.
Correct.
Dead bodies don't lie, you know. They tell the truth far more easily than the living.
Hey,
Wouldn't you agree?
How am I supposed to answer?
anyway...
Hashtag Chihiro. Anyway, we have to hurry, before the class trial begins again.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay then, show me where the bodies are.
They're in the suppository. Then I guess we should head that way for now. Oh god, you're gonna make us actually walk. Pool. Which means I'm on the second floor. So taking the stairs. And to the art room. And the suppository.
Hifumi and Taka.
For a moment, Kyoko seemed to go rigid. But only for a moment.
So then...
Well then, let's get started.
She crouched down next to Taka and without hesitation began poking and prodding the bodies.
I knew it.
The Monokuma file was right. They were killed using similar weapons.
Her movements were so smooth. She was so calm. Seeing how comfortable she was actually made me feel a little more comfortable. Alright, so we'll talk to Kyoko.
I see.
Makoto, I found something.
You did?
Hey,
You remember the wristwatch Taka always wore on his left hand?
He did?
whew.
Are you so oblivious to the people around you? Do you dislike other people that much?
No, that's not it. Anyway, you said he had a watch?
So then...
Take a look. It's broken. You can see the hands aren't moving, right? It most likely broke when he had his encounter with his assailant. And if you notice, the hands are frozen at just past 6 o'clock.
So, that would mean the watch was broken sometime just after 6?
That's right.
Last night, Taka's watch definitely wasn't broken.
In other words...
It's all you.
So if it worked at 10 last night, it couldn't have been broken at 6 p.m. Yes, Mendax, 2 voice actors.
Yeah! Potentially 3 if Latency decides to get off his ass.
Nope, that's not gonna happen.
Did he confirm that?
I told him we were up to Chapter 3 investigation. He's like, you guys are too far ahead. There's no way I'm catching up.
Lame. Meaning it must have happened at 6 this morning. broken wristwatch has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook.
However,
And that's not all. Look at Tako's left hand. He appears to be gripping something.
You're right. There's something white in there.
Makoto.
Look away, children. Yeah, no, it's pretty good, except we did have one desync, even though we've been playing the exact same.
Yeah, somehow. But it's
Yeah.
corrected, we're good.
Yeah, we're back on the same page. Can you try and pry it out?
Me?
Because
Huh, good shit.
Interesting.
Hey, Envy.
What's up?
Rigor mortis has already set in. Boys are better suited to this kind of manual labor, right?
Oh, okay. As much as I didn't want to, I grasped Taka's cold hand. The ice-cold hand was nearly enough to cause my heart to stop beating. After some effort, I was finally able to free the object from his tightly clenched fist. A piece of paper?
hey,
Was that all he had in his hand?
Yeah, that's it. Just a little scrap of paper. Doesn't seem like much of a clue, does it?
is that right?
I wonder about that.
Kyoko then turned to Hifumi's body.
So then,
Let's check Hifumi's body now. Perhaps he's left us a few clues of his own.
Taka's scrap of paper has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook.
A staff member has died. New development projects available.
Morale might be in the toilet, but we have new shit!
Just mentioning that shit hasn't gotten old for me yet.
No. It's still good. Alright. So Hifumi's body.
Are we clicking the body or are we talking to Kyoko again?
I figured we'd click the body, because she said to check the body. The biggest problem I have right now is how the killer was able to move Hifumi's massive corpse. From the nurse's office where he was discovered to here, the suppository. All the way from the first floor to the third, and all without anyone noticing it. I just can't see how that's possible. Further, it seems that Hifumi died from a blow to the head. He was most likely killed using Justice Hammer 3, which we found in the nurse's office. But when we found his body in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered in blood.
It's never too soon for shining lights.
But now they're spotless. Does that mean someone wiped his glasses clean? But who would do that? And why? Oh, you missed some of the earlier, Makoto's way of saying he's a fat ass. Actually, you know it. You played it. Alright.
Both of them have.
Hamina?
Both of them have.
Yes. So, I guess...
Three of four have,
Yeah.
have finished this game.
Well, we could say 3 of 5. We want to include O Glorious Leader.
Yeah, but he's not actually here.
Fair enough.
At you and myself.
Alright, 3 of 4 currently present.
Yes.
Anyway, let's see what Kyoko has to say. So, did you find anything?
indeed.
I did. More than I expected, to be honest. Look at this.
A wad of paper?
That's right.
Hifumi had it hidden on him.
Hidden?
Indeed.
He'd stuffed it in his pants, so I can only assume he'd hidden it on purpose, you see.
In his pants? Wait, so you...
Why is that?
It was just his pants, not like his socks or something.
Oh, that logic. I don't know what that means.
Hey,
Nobody does. Anyway, let's take a look at the paper. Go ahead, Makoto, open it up.
When I think of how it was stuffed down his pants, it's like... It better be important, Hifumi, or I'll never forgive you for this. A note? I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find it. Can't find out. But don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet up in the equipment room at 6 a.m.
So...
That sounds very familiar.
That's it! It's the same thing Hiro said. Then he was telling us the truth.
However...
Although, it's not exactly the same, is it?
The time is different. Hiro told us his note said to meet him at 1 a.m. But the note they wrote to Hifumi asked him to meet at 6 a.m.
Is that right?
Hold on. Just because Hifumi had the note doesn't mean it was meant for him.
Huh?
So...
Part of it has been torn off, right? I think there's likely some meaning there.
There's some meaning to the part being ripped? Could you maybe explain it a little more?
Think carefully.
Hey,
Why would he have been clutching that scrap of paper so tightly?
I have no idea.
so then...
What if it wasn't just a scrap of paper when he was holding it? What if it was something more important? And how would something important like that become a mere scrap of paper? That's what you need to answer.
The note Hifumi had has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook.
Hey,
And while we're at it, I should tell you one other thing. The two victims this time definitely had their e-handbooks on them. So the handbooks have nothing to do with how the murders were carried out. Not that there was any reason to think they were connected to the killings in the first place.
So you're saying I don't have to think about the handbooks this time, right?
is that right?
If you didn't have to think about them at all, I wouldn't have gone out of my way to mention it. All I said was that they weren't used to help carry out the murders. There may come a point, however, where a handbook may play a role.
A handbook may play a role? I don't think I understand. But if Kyoko thinks it's important, I'd better keep it in mind. E-handbook has been added to the handbook section of your Truth Bullets.
Is that intentional?
Yeah, that one was intentional.
Okay.
Are you excited? Are you pumped? It's time for the class trial to begin! Like the bright burst of fireworks, like the flash of a soul clashing with life and death. And so, with no further ado, everyone please meet at the usual spot. Make your way to the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
It would seem...
It's unfortunate, but I suppose this is where our investigation comes to an end. You'll have to figure out the rest for yourself and come to the proper conclusion.
Yeah, you're right.
Shall we go?
Well, we'd better get going.
Oh, okay. Ooh.
So spoopy. So, what did you think of that one? That's a fairly short investigation. The last one we did took like 3 hours.
Yeah, it did. It's interesting because...
Because you're starting to see how it comes together?
A little bit, yeah. So, whoever wrote the notes made the blueprints for Robo-Justice. Whoever wrote the notes and the blueprint for Robo-Justice is not Hiro. Because the handwriting is way too different.
Go on.
the only person that's really coming to mind who wrote all of that would be Hifumi because of the whole statements he made about the sculptors and how this was going to be a new page in his book for, you know, ruling the world as, you know, creator type thing.
Okay.
So, like, I want to say, and I also still strongly believe that Hifumi wasn't, that he quote-unquote attacked himself, potentially using some of the blood from the nurse's office. And then the reason why his fat ass was able to get from the first floor to the third floor so easily was that he was conscious enough and walked his way up. But I don't know how he then died.
Okay.
I think how the plan is laid out was that Hiro was ambushed, he was knocked out, Hifumi had made the suit to Hiro's specifications, put him in it. And that's kind of all I can really piece together right now, because then we have the whole Celeste thing. But if Hiro was in the suit and locked away in the pool equipment room the entire time, then how did Celeste get that picture of Robo Justice dragging Hifumi out of the rec room on the third floor?
Well, you're tracking this one a lot better than you tracked Chapter 2.
Yeah, I don't know why this one is making a little more sense. I think because I'm a little more with it this time. But, like, that's kind of where my mind is going. It's the whole... Like, I still think Hifumi attacked Taka out of jealousy over Alter Ego. But then it's how did... And he was going to set up Hiro as the one who did it so he could get away with it. Because everything would point to Hiro, him not being there, the fact that the suit only fits Hiro. Like I said, you know, the whole he was attacked was a red herring to kind of further that, but then he still died in the end. And there has been no other bodies that have turned up, so... Obviously, those are the two dead people, because we did hear the body found announcement twice. So it's like, that's as far as I can track right now. The rest is not really piecing together how I want right now. But that's where I feel this is going. That Hiro was just a fall guy. Hifumi was the, I'm going to say the original killer. And he killed Taka. But it's how did Hifumi die?
It's still a good start of a
Yeah.
theory.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with that for now. Maybe some more things will start to fall into place during the trial. So, we will get the trial underway. Everyone had heard Monokuma's proclamation, and they were gathered at the red door. As soon as we were all there...
Monokuma appears!
Hello, hello, hello.
It multiplied? He's multiplied?
Nope, not multiplication. It just looks that way because of an illusion. I'm moving so fast it only looks like I've multiplied. Can you guys tell which one is the real Monokuma? Can we just get on the elevator already?
Boy, that's a tough crowd.
You're not playing along.
Stop talking.
We're not here to play with you.
Okay.
Okay, fine.
Hey!
And if everyone's here and ready to go, please board the pain train. Elevator. I'll see you guys down there.
Let's go.
Okay then, shall we?
Please!
Hold on. I'm not mentally prepared yet.
What the heck?
You'll never be mentally prepared. You can't run away anymore, hero. You're gonna pay for your sins.
What the
I
heck?
told you already. I didn't do it. For serious. That reminds me. Did you ever find the other costume? Or the note? Well, no, but... How unfortunate. Then it would seem we have our culprit.
Hey,
This isn't the place to talk about it. Save your accusations for when we get to the courtroom.
That's right.
She's right. Let's get down there first. Then the story can really begin.
Yeah, good idea. That's right. I have to do it.
With Hina.
Shh. I can't let whoever killed Hifumi and Taka get away with it.
Cupcake's waifu.
For everyone who's still alive. And for the two that lost their lives.
And for the baked potato I'm about to have.
The one who killed Hifumi and Taka. The one who killed two of our friends. The killer is...
Objection!
someone right here!
Hold it!
Alright, elevator time. I took one last deep breath and exhaled slowly. I began to walk toward the elevator. Once everyone was aboard... Celebrate good times. Come on. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Inappropriate song. My bad. The doors closed on their own. And the steel box began to move.
When you stare into the elevator also stares back at you.
The clunking of the elevator kept us company as we fell further and further down. There was no going back. Until we settled all this, we couldn't go anywhere. I'm not sure how long it was before the elevator finally came to a stop. The elevator doors slid open, opening up onto a cruel fate.
When I see all of you gathered together like this, I realize just how few of you there are left. Your school life is slowly reaching its climax.
Just the worst.
Only because of you. Why? Why are you making us do such cruel things to each other? What? Do you really hate me so much? But I'm so cute!
Come on.
Stop goofing around and begin the trial. Don't rush me. Of course I'm gonna start it. I'll never be like, stay tuned for the action-packed class trial after this commercial break. I'd never hold out on you like that. Okay, let's begin. Get to your assigned seats.
And so, the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly fate, a deadly class trial. Would you like to save data? Yes. Alright.
So, if
though
Mendex
I
is
am
still
going to
here-
say, stay tuned next time for the exciting class trial. Because I literally need, like, 2 seconds.
Yeah, I could use a couple minutes as well.
Alright, so...
Don't forget, you got a new skill to equip.
Yes, yes.
But what I was going to say before that is, if Mendex is still here, of the 3 Danganronpa games, I know you haven't finished Ultra Despair Girls yet. Which did you find the most disturbing? Oh, hey. Envy's in the Discord again.
Envy in the Discord, lurking in 2 places. Yeah, Envy has taken his lurking to a whole new level.
Yeah, he was doing that last night during SF5 as well.
Awesome.
Alright, we'll be back in a couple of minutes, guys. Stay tuned.
Yep, be back momentarily.